Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Folsom. I am a member of FaZe's competitive team. Yes, FaZe has a competitive team. And the roster currently right now is Heist, who is the captain. Heist is the captain. Myself, Folsom.
That's the pre-roll that you have rolling. Yeah, that's
it's not working. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is HolidayDoc. Thanks for tuning into the Friday Night ProCast. I've got a very special guest next to me.
What's up, guys? Turbo here, and tonight we have Team FaZe going up against Team Virtue. Excited to see these two teams go at it. It's going to be some pretty intense matchup, I think, we have, Doc.
You never know. I always get in trouble calling things well before we get underway. Just like last Friday Night ProCast, I said that Webb was going to do phenomenal. Turns out they got schmangled, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep my comments to myself. We'll see how things go, but I'm a fan of FaZe. If you are unaware, FaZe has 2 parts New Breed, 2 parts Team FaZe, and so I'm going to be rooting for those guys for sure, but we're going to be getting underway, and these guys have chosen their own maps, and as you can see, we're just going to be here spectating and giving you guys the business end of the commentary, I guess you could say. Yep. And can't thank you enough, Turbo. You're always saving my butt. It always seems like these other codcasters, they could be, I think they're afraid, man. I think they are scared to get on camera in front of all these people here at the beautiful Yosh Live event thing that we do here every Friday. So
maybe. But just don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. There will be more of these casts going on every Friday, as well as other days as well. I'm sure there is something planned in the future. And also, I'm going to go ahead and shout it out. TheOnlineCodCaster. Check it out on YouTube.
Oh, selfless promotion.
Selfless promotion, yes. And our Twitter, as well as twitter.com/OnlineCodCaster.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Why don't you go ahead and give these wonderful spectators a little taste of what we're doing over at the Online Codcaster?
Surely, at the Online Codcaster, it's a bunch of us codcasters online.
Mm-hmm. You don't say.
Really just
you don't say. Did I just put you on the spot? Did you choke?
No, putting up videos for all of you fine people out there who enjoy Call of Duty and enjoy our casting. Just to throw out a few names out there, we have Bryce, Golden Boy, Benson, Doc himself, Paradox, myself, Advice, as some of you guys might know himself, and we have a few others as well. So whenever you get a chance, check out the channel. It's youtube.com/TheOnlineCodCaster.
Absolutely, the Online Codcaster's worldwide coverage brought to you 7 days a week, 365, hopefully. We're still testing that part out. But we're working very hard to bring you guys the best content out there. And I'm going to jump on board with Mr. FaZe Heist as he's working his way around the backside. Now he's pulling the carpet room, but he hasn't spotted anybody, which is kind of interesting. Finally picks up his first kill, and the rotation is a little unorthodox from what I'm used to seeing on this map so far.
Oh, yeah, me too. And it does seem like that FaZe is in complete control of that first hard point. Looking at the breakout, too, I think they just gave it up there. They all split from that hard point. Nobody was there to defend it. Looking at the overview, and now it's in control of Team Virtue. I just blanked out for a second.
Just blanked. You blanked your blanking mind. Yes, but you know, an interesting thing that I'm going to point out here really quickly is there was no positional control from either FaZe or Virtue for this second hardpoint. Only now have they started to make their way over to the treehouse area, which traditionally you don't see. You usually see, you know, one solid AR player try to make his way up into that top side and control the spawns and make sure the cutoffs are always there previous to 30 seconds on the next hardpoint switch.
Yeah, exactly, and they didn't have that that anchor position, which is actually a cool thing to have now. Instead of just having your standard OBJ, your Slayer role, now you have one that is the anchor, and like Doc was talking about, the one with the AR who could keep people away from the next coming up hardpoint. Exhaust with a nice 3-piece there, taking them out as he is...
I've got to talk about that gun. I am not a fan of those stupid pistols being in competitive play. It is beyond ridiculous. And I personally think we need to see a massive rule set change before we actually get to MLG Dallas. Because the dual cap 40s, let's be honest, is not spectator friendly.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a run and gun and get in there. You don't even have to aim. And really, I mean, even with
there's no skill needed.
Folks.
You just pull the trigger, you get the kills. That's how we roll.
I mean, we're going to see right now, Bernie is in that next hard point, getting control of it. He did have all 3 of his score streaks out. He put down a sentry gun right in front of the hard point. That's a good way to defend it, but they just took it out. I mean, now it's all in favor of Team FaZe already. They just swapped it over, but he still has his Hailstorm missile as well as Lightning Streak going on. And once again, how much time do we have here in this hardpoint? 30 seconds. Let's see if anyone's going for the push. Bernie's already in the next hardpoint already.
Yeah, I see that, and he's, playing it safe, poking out every once in a bit, trying to land that kill there over on the FaZe member, but he's got 2 score streaks in the pocket, and he's going to be rushed here pretty quickly. He's got to hold on to this, and he does have a pistol, the B-23R, which I assumed he was going to be rocking. Any close quarter matchups, you're not going to be one of having that MA out, as it's not that reliable. The hipfire is kind of sketchy, so good choice here on the B-23.
Yeah, and noticing his loadout as well, he does have a trophy system, so that's going to signify that he is going to be pretty much the anchor position, because once you are the opposing team, you are going to want to start nading, stun checking, nading, seeing if anyone is in that next position, and that is just going to deter anything from any projectiles coming in. So that's a good way to go as well. I didn't even notice that until now, but he did give up something else. And let's switch over to someone who is in the hardpoint. That is going to be Folsom from FaZe. As I say that, Caster's curse. Bernie's going to take him out himself.
I was waiting for it to happen because it's truly the Caster curse. It's awful. I wonder why it happens. It's got to be some voodoo magic, whatever, but yeah, Folsom was in there laying down below the window. If you're unaware, if you lay down below the window, the enemy, when they jump in, have absolutely no idea that you're there. They can't see you. It's a visual effect or whatever, and it's a good little trick to put in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, Doc, I was on board here with Folsom the whole time from Team FaZe as he was running out, and he was using that shotgun like a pro, like a surgeon, if you will, just running in there and getting 3 kills on the way to the hard point, getting 1 headshot in there. It's just a dirty way to go, and I don't know what his secondary is, but we're going to see him get a kill there. Now he did pick up the M8A1. It's just going to make him even more dangerous. In fact, and now he does have 2 score streaks and 3 score streaks in hand now with a sentry gun, lightning strike, as well as a hailstorm. So he's doing some work for his team just using a shotgun.
Absolutely. He landed the smackage package as he moved over into top trios, grabbed the back-to-back kills, allowing his team to have a nice safe haven over on the hard point. Landing those score streaks, very crucial, especially on this particular hill, as this is kind of where all the score streaks end up getting called in. So it's really good that he's got 2 in the bag that can be used for the next time around, but the enemy is not having any luck breaking that hard point or getting any sort of leeway on the position right now.
Absolutely not. I mean, there is about a 17-point difference. That is not enough to call it yet.
Nope.
And in the hardpoint, there are 2 players from FaZe, and Heist right now is just going in. Still has his score streak in hand. He's got the hailstorm as well as the lightning. That 200 points right there in the first run is going to give him the sentry gun. Now, that was a smart play. Even though he did get killed, he was just a little bit away from getting that score streak. And sometimes now, like we were talking about in the last cast, you do have to think 3-dimensionally now, or 4th-dimensional, whatever you want to call it. But you have to think about your score streaks now, and that's going to give you the advantage when it comes time to play.
Oh, 100%. I agree with you. You got to line up, positions with your teammates and make sure those callouts not only effectively relay, your positions, but also where you are at with your score streak points. Making sure if the next hard point's coming up, that 200 points, if you need 200 points, hey, call it out, get those points, call on a score streak.
Absolutely. Looking at the scoreboard now, Doc, I'm seeing that everyone from FaZe is pretty much positive in their kills, but also everyone from Virtue is negative as well. So that could be playing a factor into what is going on in this game, with the score being a 30-point spread right now. And the hardpoint is in control of Team Virtue, but now it's just going to switch over. But like I was saying, the score streaks are going to be playing a big role, especially on a map such as Yemen, where it's such an open space. Those airstreaks is, I'm going to go ahead and patent that name right now. Airstreaks.
I like
airstreaks.
It. Let's do it.
Airstreaks are going to come into play and be an integral part of the game here. So when it comes time to pick your score streaks, guys, just keep in mind of what map you are playing and use those, 30 seconds in lobby time to change it up.
You couldn't be any more right. And I haven't seen a lot of pro players vary their score streaks individually from game to game, and I'm really not sure why people haven't, traditionally set up for different style maps. And the maps that have more indoors, they should be using more ground plannable score streaks instead of over the air or in through the air attacks, the Hellstorm and the airstrike and such. But the game is fairly new competitively. I'm sure we'll see a lot of stuff, but Heist coming up huge there with a massive three-piece, knocking them down as they try to make their way up that middle stairs section. And now he's going to be calling in that Hellstorm, trying to grab 2 more in the pocket before he sneaks up, but he just narrowly escapes, comes from behind, picks out Zost, and now he's on the hard point, holding it down.
Oh, man, that is a good playing by Heist there. I'm going to jump on board with him. He does have the lightning strike in hand. The hard point is open right now. No one is on their way over there. It does look like Virtue is on their way. Now that's 2 down. I don't know what happened there. Oh, that was Folsom with the lightning strike, and they are just struggling, Doc, right now, but they do have control, and Heist is just going to go in there and tear it up.
I'm going to go ahead and say that both teams are really struggling with their overall game performance and just setups. It seems like both teams are countering very effectively, throwing each other off of their usual game types or game settings for this map. And I'm not seeing any defined setups being played out, or at least it doesn't seem that they're very effective, as both teams seem to be flopping hard points fairly rapidly.
Yeah, you're right, Doc. I mean, the hardpoint is such a completely new, competitive game type. You can call it domination on the go if you want another patent I'm going to make there. But, yeah, I mean, it's a completely new game type. We're not going to see any definitive strategies yet until MLG comes out, I think. And then we'll notice a pattern of what is proper and what is not, what works, what doesn't. And we're going to see a lot more amateur teams, if not pro teams, using the same strats as others and see how that goes. But right now, I think it is a good idea that everyone does have that anchor player looking for that good, solid AR who can keep people away from the hard points when they go to switch. But, I mean, it's still indefinitive as to what strategy works out. So, like I said, also in the strategy, score streaks come into play.
So right there on the last hard point, Church was given away to Team Virtue for almost the entirety of that placement. So that's going to bring them back within just an arm's reach of picking it back up against FaZe. And FaZe really dropped the ball there. They did not hold down to any positioning or get any good spawns on that last hard point, and it's going to cost them very significantly right now.
Yeah, it is. And now, if we just take a look at the score, guys, it is about 30 seconds out. And if Team Virtue does control this hard point for the remainder of the game here, they're going to go ahead and win it. But it's just being contested. They are unable now to come back for the win. And this first map is going to go for Team FaZe right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we didn't see any sort of smash from either team. A nice close matchup is much more enjoyable to cast, as well as for the viewers' sake. So good job for both teams battling it out back and forth. Unfortunately, Virtue not coming up very strong. And, just kind of recapping this game, from what I saw was, a really slow start from FaZe. They were sluggish to move around the middle part of the map. They didn't get the initial spawn flop that they were kind of looking for, at least from my perspective. And then they were slow to transition from point to point. Only in the middle parts of the games were they able to capitalize on some major hard points, Church being one of them with Folsom on the shotgun play, and then, the top statue where they were able to hold those for both the 60-second consecutive times. So we'll see how it plays out here in the game number 2. But once again, this is Team FaZe versus Team Virtue, both MLG Dallas contenders. And I'm just going to answer a quick question in the comment section from Brett Corrigan. Yes, these are the competitive teams. FaZe is using their competitive players. Heist and Folsom are no longer snipers. They've transitioned into the competitive side, and they're doing quite well, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if we look at it, Heist, he was going 39 and 25 in that hard point, given he did have some score streaks, but you have to earn those score streaks. And he did, man, and he used it to his advantage. And Folsom as well, just going in. And now everybody's getting into some competitive Call of Duty. It's great to see the brand new faces in the competitive side. And it's definitely showing that these guys want to win.
I was honestly, pretty surprised to see some of the, not only the public realm players make the transition to competitive, but also these.
We're not CodCaster. Sorry, just to interrupt you.
Uh-oh. Nope, we are not. Let's can we get into?
We can't.
No. I'll have to message him. See if oops, we got a blooper.
Blooper. I'm not sure what's going on here, but
why did it kick us out of CodCaster?
They changed the rules up.
Oh, okay. Sorry, and I was editing the scoreboard down below, so that was my fault, not paying attention. My apologies.
But
whoopsies.
Nonetheless, I think we do have some CTF on raid. I guess we can just roll with it from here on out, Doc, if you want to do that.
No, he's gonna end the game here right away.
Yeah.
As soon as
All right.
he
Yeah, change the map too.
There
I
you
guess
go.
is what we're gonna have to do.
There you go. Whoops.
Whoops.
Anyways, just recapping what the Friday Night ProCast is all about. It is a competitive scene outreach program that I'm heading up, trying to break more people into the competitive scene, and it's sponsored by Yosh Live, so we're trying to get newer viewership here on the channel, supporting Yosh and supporting myself and co-casters and teams, amateurs and pros alike, bringing them all into one channel, making some great content. I love doing show matches. It's so much fun, and it gets away from the monotony of just playing the game every day, because I kind of grind a little too hard there in the beginning of the game.
Right. Yeah, the game is.
How come I can't?
The game is. They haven't. Is there too many people? No, there can't be, because we were in CodCaster in the beginning with the same amount of people. I can't do it, dude.
I can't get into CodCast mode. That's strange.
All right, now I got it. All right, cool.
I'm just gonna try and load up this new video that I'm gonna try and load the video here real quick while we restart the map.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, cool little intro. I'll have to add some audio to that, but big shout out to Nemo TV for throwing that up here for the online or jeez, getting all confused here now. The Friday Night ProCast, not the OnlineCodCaster. And we're going to be
Which you all should check out anyway,
Oh,
too.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, youtube.com/TheOnlineCodCaster.
And recapping here, FaZe versus Virtue in a best-of-5 pro match series. And FaZe took game number 1, Yemen Hardpoint. How are you enjoying the online qualifiers so far? Have you caught many matches?
I caught them yesterday. It was pretty good matchups. There were some.
Did you watch the girls get schmanged?
Huh?
Did you watch the girl team get schmangled?
Yes. Yeah. Who they play? It's 4Play playing against. Damn, what was it?
Oh my God, Love and.
Yeah. Dashi and
yes.
Bang Banger.
it was a slaughter.
Yeah, it was bad, but it's the qualifiers, man. You signed up for that. It's gonna happen.
All right, so I'm gonna take a look on the opposite team this time, Team Virtue, and see how they are gonna try and come back in this series and make a 1-all lead score. And right now I'm on board with Ben Frankie as he's got the AR looking downrange, bottom of the what are we calling that? Bottom bedroom, bottom overlook.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, he's looking at the bottom bed. Yeah, is what I call it.
Bottom bedroom. Yeah, you know, we're just making stuff up as we go along. No big deal.
Look, Virtue though, already grabbing the flag already, and
ooh, that's a big cutoff miss, but. Flag gets capped anyways, so 1-0 lead here for Virtue off the start of the game. Only a minute in. Big play and excellent cutoffs, but the counter pull almost got taken. We've got Folsom moving into the backside. We've got 3 defenders on their way to pick and see if they can find him. And back of the map, he chooses one. Shams in the front side of Kitchen. Takes out Ben Frankie. And
it doesn't look like that the guys from FaZe are really really trying to get that flag. They just seemed a little bit more passive up in the beginning. I know Exhaust does have 2 score streaks, does have the Lightning Strike as well as the Hailstorm. Heist, in fact, did get a hit marker off of that nade, and the flag was pulled by Folsom, but Frankie's going to stop him on the run and does get the return.
That was a beautiful jump shot. He just picked him out of the air, had no chance of escaping, but 4 down. Virtue gets knocked completely out of placement, but here comes the Hellstorm to save the day. Here it comes to save the day.
Miss? He missed.
He got one, but he was not able to get the flag carrier as he ducked in here on this little poolside bar area. And now he's going to be waiting for some defensive positions from his teammates. He's going to work his way around here in the bottom bedroom, and he's got 2 beautiful placements of his defensive players, so it looks like this is going to bring this back to a 1-all lead here on CTF.
Well, yeah, we are, and I was on board there with Bernie as the flag was pulled that way, Doc, and I did see some smoke out, which is actually a good way to go in your setup as a deterrent, because he smoked out before he ran out, or someone did from his team, and that allowed a screen so Bernie couldn't see which direction he was running, and Bernie thought he was going straight through middle, where in fact he actually ran through bottom bedroom, and he went and got the cap there. So that's another innovative way to play CTF, guys.
Throwing the smoke screens traditionally in past Call of Duties hasn't really been utilized as well. It's nice to see more different styles of play being brought into Black Ops 2, but I'm taking a look here on FaZe Heist as he's playing super sneaky, trying to get into the hidey hole, and he jumps around looking for the shot, doesn't connect fully, finally picks up the kill as he backs up into the shot. And it seems like a lot of pro players and even amateurs alike, for whatever reason, if they get shot in the back, always seem to come back and challenge the gunfight. I just don't understand that.
I mean, it's a video game. You actually can live through some shots, so just keep running, guys. Get around that corner, and then we see a smoke screen right there with Heist in the middle. Gonna try and stop the flag runner. Element's gonna take him out though, and that is a nice 2-piece by Secretly from FaZe.
Secretly with the 3-piece, knocking him out of the park in the center part of the map, and huge play by him, sending his flag all the way back home, defending it very nicely, picking up that Cap 40 kill though. I don't know about that gun.
Yeah, Cap 40 with Type 25, man.
Type 25, I've seen some people start to use it, and it's a love-hate relationship, it seems like.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't want to be using a burst gun like the M8A1 in a game like this, where it's going to be not so much close quarter, but when you're going to need your shots to be fired really a lot more quickly than even a full auto M8A1 can do. Exhaust is going to take out Secretly there, though, and it is still a 1-1 tie. First round of CTF here on Ray between FaZe and Team Virtue. Flag pulled, though, by, I can't read because... Folsom, there we go. I was stuck in someone's camera, and it's like looking up in the air.
So strange.
Do we have the flags challengers? Are they going to be... Ooh.
Yeah, they met halfway there, and kind of a silly position, especially since you're giving them not only the extra 100 points for returning the flag, but 200 points for the flag kill while holding your own flag. So you've just given Folsom 2 score streaks in the pocket, something that, I would have hesitated on if you asked me.
Absolutely. He is playing a little bit more reserve now that there is only 5 seconds left on the clock. He does have the Hailstorm as well as the Lightning Strike, but he's going to get taken out in the end. First round, though, is going to go for FaZe, making a 2-1 lead as we dip into the second round. Final kill cam here by Secretly from FaZe, taking out Frankie in the middle area. Popping up the scoreboard if I can. Nope, I can't check out Katie. Should have done that before. I have to learn. that. I mean, we got the timing down on the timing clock down on hardpoint. Maybe if we could ask them.
Are we allowed to bring up the scoreboard at all times? Can you make that happen? We're going to have to put that into a priority as well. We need that.
Yeah, we do. 15-7, though, for Secretly from FaZe. That's a pretty good score. Pulling out the double with a cap as well. So doing some work. These guys from FaZe definitely looking like they want to win now.
That's huge to have in CTF, because if you got a player doing, that type of score spread, you're going to allow a lot more breathing room in the middle parts of the map, as well as, he's obviously playing his role very well. He's getting those cutoff kills, and those are the players that you need to make big plays, and I like them.
Yeah, absolutely. Heist does have the flag. We did see him get a kill as he was playing some support. Ooh. Oh, he's right there, right outside the laundry room.
Oh, when he gets trapped
that
in the
gun.
middle.
That gun, man.
That gun. Look, guys, switch over to Secretly. He's got that gun out too. It's we should have put a gentleman's agreement on the table. None of this tomfoolery nonsense to be played in Friday Night Procast here on Yosh Live. You can leave that for the online qualifiers, but here we go. Exhaust walks right into it, and he barrel snuffs him with the thing. Secretly now backing up, just trying to get position, trying to catch people off guard as they're running off spawn, it seems, and he's got no other placement from his teammates in any sort of effective placement, at least to grab flag or do anything, and they're just going to hunt him down and take him out.
Well, yeah, that is going to be 2 down, or now it's going to be 1 down for Team Virtue. Not really able to do much on this map here, or on the second half of this map here, as it does look like Team FaZe is playing a little bit more defensive. They do have
a little more.
Player.
They've almost crawled into their turtle shells and backed up into spawn, it seems like. They're having a hard time pushing out or doing anything. But that kind of leads me to the question to ask, is one side or another more defensively favorable on this map?
You know, it's been more definitive in other Call of Duties, I'm sure. Looking now, maybe the side that maybe FaZe's side, just because you have that extra room in the back, but then also on the other side of the map, you do have that garage where you could play more defensive, and that was 4 down right off the bat. And now we do see him moving up, and you know what? That's a good play right there by Team FaZe to move up on their picks, get more defensive control, try to keep them back in the spawn, but it just ended all for naught as their shots were just a little bit off there.
Well, here's why that play didn't work. Once they got 4 down, they didn't position themselves to block spawns. So where they were positioned on the map currently allowed the enemy team just to respawn directly on the flag. And I think that's one thing that the 5-second respawn is hindering us. You know, action is a little bit downplayed because of the progression through the map. You're not able to, you know, get those 4 downs and have that 7.5-second cushion. You have to play it a lot quicker, and you have to be in the right position at the right time to get those spawns locked down.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there is that quicker pace that some might say, but it's hard to transition now from opposed to a 7.5-second spawn delay or a 7-second delay now to a 5 is where you get a kill down back at your base and there's someone else coming around the corner. You're going to have to run really quickly to get that proper map control, and it doesn't seem impossible. It just, like you said, the spawn trapping is going to be a little bit less. It's going to be more tedious,
less prominent.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Well, except if you're playing Slums, because let's be honest here, Slums spawn trap on the cop card side is ridiculous, and I hate it. But right there, you saw Team FaZe able to bring things back, and one thing I'm noticing from Team FaZe is they start off their maps very slow, and it feels like they need a few minutes to really start to read the opposition team, try to figure out their individual strategies, and bring a new play to the table that's going to work against this new team. They haven't played them before, so maybe it's just a slow read and trying to figure things out, but FaZe finishing off very strong so far.
Yeah, you know what, Doc, and that's actually a good observation that you made. Reading your opponent in every sport ever, that's what you want to do. As a quarterback, you want to be able to read the defense. As a defender, you want to be able to read the offense. And I think that's what FaZe is doing, but it's just taking them a lot longer. And when you're in a high stakes competitive game, or you're in a high caliber type of gameplay, such as MLG and other game types or game plays as well, you want to be able to read really quickly what's going on, and that's where the good players come off the bat.
You say it so beautifully. It's always nice to have a co-caster on board that's coherent enough to understand the game, and I love it so much. Thank you ever so much, Mr. Turbo Show.
You're welcome.
Thank you, looks like Team FaZe is going to bring the slappage package and drop a 2-0 here on the opposition here, Mr. Team Virtue. Sorry, not Mr., but the Team Virtue.
Yeah.
And obviously a little bit unexpected. Team Virtue wanted to come in here and really prove their worth. But they're going to have a long road to come back if they're going to be able to handle FaZe and return the D favor, if you want.
You know what, Doc? Also, just a quick observation from this last map that we saw. We didn't see many score streaks pulled out by either side of the team.
They held them in their pocket. I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, you know, one I just caught off the bat. I'm not sure who it was, but somebody just used a hailstorm missile to stop the flag runner, and that was probably the most important one that could have been used properly, but it all ended up for naught. I think that was actually someone from Virtue who used that to stop someone from FaZe or from running the flag, but it didn't end up in their favor at all.
Well, it's all about timing, right? You know, if
Yeah,
you're going to hold on to
exactly.
it too long, you might lose the opportunities to really capitalize on having those score streaks. If you're going to earn them, you know, I understand holding on to them until it's necessary to use them, but you don't want to keep them there the entire game. That's just a waste.
Right, exactly. And we're going into this, third map now. 2-0 lead in the best of 5 for FaZe over Virtue. And FaZe, man, showing it up right now.
Probably change everything.
So it does appear we are going to do a bit of a host change.
Yep.
Seems some team, I'm going to guess Virtue was not happy with the connection. And yeah, that brings us to a little bit of a talking point here while we can waste a little bit of time. How connection-based is this game comparative to past Call of Duties when we're speaking competitive?
Sorry, tweeting out. Connection-wise, it's...
Do you think this is the most connection-dominant game we've played so far?
Then again, people said that about MW3 also. It's hard to say.
It's true, isn't it? You know,
every year it just gets, I don't want to say it gets worse, but it just gets more dominant that a good connection is going to give you a great gameplay. And unfortunately, that's the way it is going to be because games nowadays are just begging for more and more bandwidth just because of everything that's in it, everything from the graphics, the GUIs to even the explosion themselves are going to pull more bandwidth from you. Mm-hmm. That's just the way that the game itself is built. And unfortunately, that is the way that it's going to be. And so my answer is, yeah, Doc, it does seem like that it is a very connection-based game from the last Call of Duties that we did see.
Always good points. I just want to quickly talk about if you're having issues with the stream and you're on 720p, go ahead, change it to 360 and de-stress yourself. Just calm down. Woosah. It's okay. I have added multiple stream settings so that you can appropriately select the one that matches your internet speeds. If you are stealing Wi-Fi from your local Walmart 10 miles away, I can't help you. So, yeah, let's get underway with Meltdown, Search, and Destroy. And I have to say, Search and Destroy is definitely FaZe's strong point. Shamrocks and Folsom are two of the best competitive Search and Destroy players I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, I mean, Search and Destroy is the definitive game type in Call of Duty, and it's been that way since the beginning of Search and Destroy in Call of Duty. It's going to win you tournaments. It's going to win you a lot of things. So if you want to get good, you got to get that game going, and it seems like FaZe is definitely focused in on their Search and Destroy game, and it's going to show up here like you were saying, Doc.
All right, so before we get underway, also I just want to briefly talk about the giveaway, the $100 Scuff Gaming gift card. Oh, 100. Love my Scuff controller. I can't play Call of Duty without a Scuff controller. In fact, it got to the point where my old Scuff controller, I've worn out the top of the rubber knobs completely, and I needed to get a new one.
Yeah, preach it, brother.
So I did. So I got this nice new black one sitting here in my lap. And It's phenomenal. So this $100 gift card is going to be given away probably after this map. We will announce how you're going to be able to win it. And it's going to be, I think we're going to do a Twitter giveaway. Hashtag, should we just do it, keep it simple? Hashtag Friday Night ProCast.
Do it.
And tag myself, HolidayDoc. Tag Yosh Live. And tag the Turbo Show in it. And we will pick a random winner from the Twitter feed after we're all done.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, I love my Scuff too, and that leaves another discussion for some other time. Not on Scuffs, but on this Xbox 720 only being wireless controllers, man.
I hate that.
I hate that too.
Because I have kids that walk away with things if they're not attached. so
yeah, somehow gear grows feet.
Yeah, my kids look with their hands, not with their eyes. So we'll see how that plays out. Definitely interesting topic, maybe for a commentary for the online codcaster, maybe.
Oh, thank you for my next idea.
There you go. So far we've got fairly slow, no real hardcore action. I'm on board with Ben Frankie as they're taking the bomb, but it looks like Sham snuck up behind Exhaust, topside 3 room, and picked him up with a Peacekeeper.
Nice. I like that, actually.
The heck?
Oh, we do have Folsom, though. He did pull out the sniper rifle.
All right. And look at this. He's sneaking through the hidey hole there, looking for any action downrange. Bomb's not planted, but he's got to make something happen here real quick.
These FaZe guys.
Oh! Snap!
Yes! Sorry. I know we're not supposed
raped.
to play favorites, but it's just awesome to see a FaZe player live in action using a sniper rifle with a quick scope to end a round for Search and Destroy. That is going to be Folsom taking that kill cam there, guys.
Oh.
If you didn't mark out for that, I don't know, man. That's just awesome.
I need to high five somebody for that shot right there. That was just awesome.
Oh my god, dude! I just jumped out of my seat.
That was beautiful. I love watching that stuff because we never get to see that competitively before, and being able to see cool little sniper shots like that from time to time is awesome, and it's fun and exciting. Yeah. So now, he has busted out the shotgun. So he put away the sniper and he's busting out the shot. He's moving over here, trying to exchange, and the sensor grenades being chucked into the room, trying to figure out where he is. Bernie's on the stairs, and he's gonna grab a shell to the chest. As Folsom's now forced to back up. He's got bomb in hand, so he's in good shape. He just needs to get out of harm's way and reposition and try to work up a couple kills here.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he is pretty confident. Just looking at his score streaks, he's got the Hailstorm Missile, Lightning Strike, and Sentry still out and about. Didn't bother dropping down for that for the RCXD as we've seen before. Does get a shot off on Exhaust though, but Exhaust is going to finish him off with the FAL.
Yeah, he's using the FAL. You got to do what you got to do, I guess. You don't want to be 3-0'd on stream.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
so. It's the automatic foul. It's the easiest freaking gun in the game. You can
why aren't you using a sniper rifle or sniper phase? Come on now.
Come on. Let's be a little bit more entertaining here. So on board with FaZe Heist. And is he rocking the foul too? He's rocking the foul semi-auto. Once it's brought out. No, he didn't. Did he? Was it a quickie scope? He's got another one. He's looking downrange. He spots one. He's bringing out the MSMC. The trophy system's going to save somebody's life as a grenade lands in the pocket. Unfortunately, not able to save him from the MSMCs. He grabs one. Bernie falling up from behind, taking out Folsom. Now they've got good position over there. Heist secretly all in good placement to defend the B side. And it looks like they cut from back middle, and he's going to get a jump shot. Misses and does not connect. And they're both exchanging back and forth as everything's just chaotic over there.
Well, yeah, it is a 2v1 situation in favor of FaZe, as the only one up is Ben Frankie from Team Virtue. Has the task of going and getting the bomb, and he's going to get spotted by Sham with a Peacekeeper, ending the round, making a 2-1 lead now for Team FaZe over Team Virtue, as we did see those sniper shots. Those are sick, man. I love that.
It's beautiful. Do you remember that old montage from Black Ops 1 called The Beauty of Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Every time I see like a really nice shot, it reminds me of that montage, and I just love it.
All right, I'm going to jump over to Secretly here. She's running 2 trophy systems. Something new if you guys want to try something out here. I think this catch just got a lot.
He's the camel for the team, holding down all the equipment.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely holding it down for the team. There he is rocking the Peacekeeper as well, using the new gun from the DLC, which provided, I don't know how I feel about that being allowed and competitive, but that's another story that I could use. I will use. No one else from CodCaster will use that. Just
the kids decided to come say goodnight before they were headed out here.
Hi, kids. But anyway, we do have 43 seconds left on the clock. Bomb is still up, pushed ahead of everyone, as I'm not too comfortable with that, pushing the bomb ahead of everyone, but they are in the position to go for a plan here. Sham does spot someone on the other side of that engine, and he's going to be doing some trickery here to try and get around.
There goes that bomb. Bomb's down, and that's going to leave them in bad shape. Heist, last man alive, and he's trying to pull at the sniper. Does not connect. Exhaust picking up the kill.
Yeah.
With the foul.
And that's a gun of guns. But
if you want to win, basically just run around with 4 guys with FALs, dual cap 40s, and GG holdery. But 2-2 all tied up. Looks like Team Virtue does not want to get sent home packing 3-0 quite yet.
No.
But I've got faith in these FaZe boys. They're trying to nail this one out of the park, make a name for themselves. I was kind of looking forward to setting them up against Thrust. I don't know if you guys are aware, but they were originally supposed to play Team Thrust. And I was kind of hoping they would be able to do big things against that team. I think that would have set them ahead and really set a precedence for what their positioning is going to be like in the qualifiers and as well as Dallas placements if they could beat a top team like Thrust. However, we brought in we brought in Virtue, and Virtue seems to be doing all right, giving us a good show here. So can't knock them because they're providing us with entertainment value here on Yosh Live Friday Night ProCast. And Folsom, sneaky, wrapping around the top side of Generators, picking up the 1 kill. Bernie, however, there to save his teammate's life and avenge that death. We've got Heist as well as Secretly, both making their way over to B side. He's got some help from Sham in the middle as well. And it looks like everybody's just kind of exchanging rounds, not wanting to commit to any sort of gunfight. But Ben, Frankie, and Exhaust both picking up a kill apiece there, leaving it all up to Secretly. And he does get picked from Bernie from the cross range on the bomb.
Yeah, he went for that challenge there, Doc. Not something I would have agreed with.
I feel you.
I mean, he had 16 seconds left on the clock. Challenge him around like maybe the 10-second mark if you want. Throw him off a little bit. Maybe he knew where you were, so you might want to rotate a little bit. But challenging at 16 seconds, not such a good idea. Might have won you the round a little bit. Kind of spooked him, but we'll see here. And Doc, if we're going back, I want to go back to that first round sniper kill.
Yes.
I want to see that on the Call of Duty, the online CODcaster for top 5 plays.
Excellent point, my friend. We're going to make that happen.
Absolutely. Awesome. All right, guys, so going back to the game, Secretly is going to get that first kill off on Exhaust with a frag grenade. Heist following it up with his own FAL swag, taking out Frankie now. Let's jump on board here with Heist himself, who's pushing up closer. Does have bomb in hand.
He's got help here.
Akimbos.
Akimbo smackage. The stupid guns come out, and I hate it, but it got him the kill. They're trying to just make things work. It's a 2-on-1. Bernie's last man alive. And it looks like Secretly got a bit of a glimpse on him and lost track of where he was going. And he's playing it very defensively back out of the way. But now, the challenge has started, and it looks like it's going to be a 1-on-1 here in the center part of the map. But he's got his teammate Secretly pulling up from the backside of things, trying to clean up this kill as he escapes. And Heist lands the kill, finally putting the final ending rounds into Bernie. Yeah. Clicking those dual caps, holding down the triggers. GG holdery.
Yeah, no aim necessary here.
No aim. No aim, no skill necessary. It's all right.
Pull the triggers and turn.
I'm sorry. I gotta have a little bit of fun with it.
I don't think he's actually using that because I think he's using that just to troll right now, to be honest with you. Because I think in the first couple of maps he did actually have a B-23 out, but now going back, they do have defense here, as we did see them win, and Folsom did pull out the sniper dog. If you want to jump on board with him real quick,
I'm watching. Let's see if you can connect with this bad boy.
Tense right now, just crossing my fingers that something does insane happen. Sham with the first kill. Frankie avenging, taking out Sham there. 3v3, as it does seem like they are still no definitive route, no definitive bomb site for. There is a definitive bomb site for Team Virtue. Good placement there by Folsom to take out Bernie right outside the stairwell. And what do we have here? A 2v1 in favor of...
and wrong time at the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Horrible timing, but he did pick up that 1 kill. Bernie back into the corner. That's a big mistake that you don't really see happen too often, where people and players are not checking their corners like that. But I had a little bit of faith in Folsom. Wasn't able to do anything with it though.
Right. So FaZe is looking a little not slow or different. Maybe
we've got 1 and 5 down there holding the team back.
Yeah, man, he's got to get some
secretly. What happened to last game, man? Time to pick it up. play it a little smarter, slow things down, and right there, Folsom gets taken out by Ben Frankie as he tried to climb the ladder. Secretly goes down as well, making his count 1 and 6.
Yep.
You can just imagine how mad Folsom is, just screaming like, "What are you doing, dude? Do you have thumbs? Where did you put your thumbs? Let's go."
Thumbless. He's got those thumbless controllers that are going around these days, especially in league play. But going back to the action, let's jump on board here with Exhaust, who's running at 6-3, not too shabby here. I haven't seen many, or if any, score streaks out yet. Everybody is just trading kills when it does come down to it. No one was able to get a score streak out, and they are running that lowest score streak there, the RCXD. Unfortunately, haven't seen one yet, and it's 3v2, 2v2 now. As Heist is going to take out Exhaust with the caps.
Yeah, he snuck up behind him there, but unfortunately Bernie was able to counter that kill as well. Element's going to follow that up by taking out Sham from the middle of the map in the ring. The coolant tower, I guess you could say. And good placement by him, just holding it down and just getting the kills that count, playing it very smart, just trying to hold on to the series right now.
Yeah, they are just trying to hold on to the series. They are down 2 maps as well to FaZe. So Virtue winning this next offensive side, which has not really worked out for him too much. I'm pretty sure FaZe has won only defensive sides, actually. I think so. I think they've only won defensive sides here, and I'm on board with Folsom once again, who will pull out the sniper rifle as he does. Let's see, as Sham is going to get the first kill off on Exhaust, knocking it down in his favor once again. I don't know what he's doing here. It's really shaky whenever you're in that night vision or the dual band there. But, I mean, let's see. I haven't popped in the overview as much, but it does.
Yeah, I'm in the overview right now, and it looks like everybody's just sort of spread out. We've got 2 of the opposition Virtue in the middle part of the map. Now all 3 have converged into that center position underneath the laneway, and we are going to see some action go down at the back of the map. Heist is getting snuck up on. He doesn't realize there's a player right behind him. Is he going to make something happen here? Oh, Bernie walks directly into the line of fire, grabs the kill, and this is a good placement because people are going to assume you're topside. Element, unfortunately, picks him off nice and clean, and it does look like they had a second player there to wrap up that kill if he wasn't able to hold on to things. But now it looks like they're heavily out of position for planting this bomb, and they are going to be making their way back over to B, but Team FaZe is already set up to defend that. As we see there, Sham takes out Ben Frankie as he tried to cross mid-map there, and Folsom picks up Element, lessening the lead here, bringing it within 1.
Yeah, they are going to bring it within 1 here, and now they might be making a comeback. Final kill came here by Folsom, pulling it out, and we do need to see some more work done by Secretly from Team FaZe to maybe if he did some more, his team would have a little bit stronger of a lead, but nonetheless, defense, or offense, I'm sorry, is a lot harder to win in S&D, so you want to win those defensive sides, guys, and you want to get that favor too.
All right, so just quickly pointing out, if you look and refresh the stream in the description box below, there is a click-to-tweet option making this challenge or our ability to win the controller even easier, taking the mistakes right out of your hand. 1-click option to win the controller. Go ahead and refresh. Click to tweet down below, and that will enter you in to winning this $100 scuff gift card. And I just want to quickly point out too, we've got Bernie on the other team, with big kills in this S&D. He's doing phenomenal, 9 and 6. Anything around that type of kill streaks or kill range, you're doing very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Doc, I'm just looking at the description. Sorry to pull away from it, but kind of swapped my YouTube and Twitters.
Oh, I didn't do it. We have somebody else in there editing the bottom description bar.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. We'll talk about that later.
Nemo, what are you doing, bro?
We'll talk about that later, as we do have 30 seconds left on the clock. Bomb is down for Team FaZe. The trophy system is going to get something for Secretly. The bomb did get picked up once again in this 3v3.
Heist is Secretly coming up, picking up 2. Element with the 3rd, taking out Secretly.
Oh my God!
Action.
Wow.
What's going on? Shaman with the headshot. And this is going to be a 2-on-1. Bernie's going to try and make something happen as he connects, but not able to finish it. Heist picking up the kill. And that's going to bring this to 5 apiece. Whoa. What happened to this style play from Virtue in the past couple games? Their shots seem to be, maybe they just needed some more uptime. Maybe they needed to get warm. Because we didn't know Exhaust just came home from work. He got held up. So maybe we're seeing the real Virtue team kind of unfold before our eyes like a beautiful butterfly. Do you like
Okay.
that analogy? Do you like that? I went there.
It was awesome.
I went
But,
there.
FaZe does have offense once again, Doc, as they do have to get that bomb planted. And we did see some struggle from Team Virtue on the defense. Once again, Folsom, I think he is rocking that dual ban as well. So we'll see how it goes here. No one has been killed just yet. It's really high intense. Virtue does not want to get 3-0'd right now. You can definitely tell. But they did just drop 2 rounds in a row. So that's got to be a little demoralizing. But it's also got to build up FaZe's confidence as Exhaust does take out secretly there.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my vote on Virtue picking up this round here and pushing this into another game. And because they're on the defensive side. Defensive is obviously where you want to be. And they've got Bernie, their main guy, with not only with Exhaust, big killers, big points on the board. Element's going to exchange with Folsom. They're going to pick up a kill apiece. Bernie's going to come in there and take down Folsom. So this is going to be a 1-on-2, Exhaust and Bernie. What's going to happen? I'm going to switch over. We are watching Heist. Heist has 3 kills on his board right now. And he is going to be sandwiched in here. Not much time left. He's got 1 down range. Bernie goes down. He's going to turn around and look for the second kill.
And there he goes.
Time has dwindled away. Smart play by Virtue. Knows that he just got to wind down the clock. Excellent job. Thank you, Team Virtue.
1, not getting 3-0'd, not getting completely schmanged, but we are going to go into a hard point, I'm sure. Once again, down in the description, if you've been in here for a while, just refresh it, and there is that click-to-tweet giveaway for the Scuff. Check that out, and also just tweet that out, guys.
Let's give the Turbo Show an option. If they want to check out your stuff, how do we find you on the interwebs, this large internet? What is the internet for Mr. Turbo Show?
The internet for me is, in fact, twitter.com/TheTurboShow and youtube.com/TheTurboShow TV. But let's not forget the Online Codcaster. youtube.com/TheOnlineCodcaster, where all of pretty much the bigger named codcasters from around the community come together.
Hey, let's not float the butterfly around here. We've got the very best of the best all on one channel, bringing you some of the best content out there with the best and sexiest voices that you can imagine. All on one channel. And my vision for it is to be the ESPN central hub, worldwide coverage for Call of Duty esports. And I think we're almost there. We've got some major support coming down the pipes. We've got excellent series ideas being driven out next week. All of our official stuff starts next week, so I cannot wait for this stuff to get popping.
Yeah, me too. I mean, check it out, guys, when you get a chance. Not right now, because we do have a really good matchup underway.
Yeah, obviously.
But stay here.
Come on now.
Stay here.
Come on now. They're not going to leave the end of the movie, 10 minutes before they find out how the ending goes, are they? So obviously you can't expect these guys to leave here now. Yeah,
but be sure to check all that stuff out. Follow them on Twitter at it's OnlineCodCaster on Twitter. Also me at the Turbo Show, and also Doc at NB HolidayDoc. And click to tweet that Scuff for that Scuff, guys, as we do have a little giveaway going on. So check it out.
Maybe we should sweeten the commentary deal here real quick, because I don't know if people realize we gained 1,000 new subscribers on our channel yesterday alone.
Yeah, you don't want to be left out, do you?
Yeah, you want to get left in the dust, be the guy that's always asking what happened and not really in the know? No,
I don't.
Of course
I don't.
You want to be on top of things. So go ahead and check out the channel. I love it. I love it to death. It's my baby. Been lots of planning, lots of prep work for that project over there. But my second project, my second baby, is obviously the Friday Night ProCast. And we're going to be doing this every single week. Now, I want to get to the point where I have enough, commentators that aren't sketching on me and teams that aren't sketching on me that I can do this twice a week, because there's so much content that needs to be driven out there. And I feel like we are putting on a great show for you guys. And with the viewership comes new production value that we're slowly trying to add into here. And we hope that you guys enjoy the show and everything that comes with it.
Yeah, exactly, Doc. And also, we are getting the community involved, especially on the Online Codcaster. Top 5 plays coming in tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir. Very first episode's tomorrow. I'm going to have to clip that one shot in here from Folsom. I'm not sure where it's going to rank, but we have a lot of submissions to go through. I have a lot of submissions to go through tonight. It could be a little lengthy, but I'm sure we'll put out a fantastic show for you guys tomorrow as well. And
everybody does top 5s, Doc. Why don't we bump it up to top 10s?
No, let's do top 6.5s.
Yeah, 6.5. We'll see. And
let's not jump the bone here and just let anybody get on the mic.
No.
Because we all know how that sounds.
Submissions required. How about that?
Yes. I actually watched a stream the other night that made me shake my head and just wondered.
Some pretty SMDH. Yeah.
I just don't understand. It's not you can't just go out there, buy a mic, and expect to be a commentator, especially a live commentator. Recording a video, recording 10 takes on something is one ballpark, and doing it live in front of viewers and in front of a non-pausable stream is something completely different.
Yeah, we were talking about this right before we jumped live. Doc, what was the first game that you commentated? Like, I know, like, my first commentary was terrible. What was your first terrible commentary, and what game was it?
It was Call of Duty World at War, and it was talking over a competitive hardcore TDM match that lasted 80 minutes.
Oh, shut up.
80 minutes. I swear to God, both teams would not move from their spawn, and I just watched Exhaust have absolutely no aim and just walk into the hard point and be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'ma just shoot, and what happens, happens.
It's kind of him just going in there saying, I need an adult.
Oh,
there was
man.
smoke in there, of course, but now he's got his game back in hand. Contesting the hard point, does take out Folsom there, is going ham now on a 3-kill streak, getting EMP'd again, and finally taken out there by...
You gotta give that one all to Exhaust. He single-handedly walked into that hard point twice in a row, schmanged the opposition out of it, took the points, and put them on the board for his team. So good play by him. And now he's going to be headed over to the backside of the L wall or white wall to try to get position, but he is forced back as it looks like FaZe has set up very nicely for the next hard point. And just a quick tidbit for you. Anytime that you're struggling on the first hard point and you realize you're not going to be able to get positioned on it, you'll see a lot of teams, just give up and just focus heavily on maintaining that they have the positioning set up for the next one. But right here, it looks like FaZe wasn't able to even do that as they got knocked off the first one as well as the second hardpoint hill as well. So,
yeah, I mean, we did switch hosts. That might be playing a little bit on the part there, Doc. But FaZe is just not looking like the FaZe we saw.
I'm in Canada. I don't want to hear anybody complain about connection because I live 10,000 miles away from the closest person sometimes. So, I'll give them a little bit of credit, in competitive connection does play a big part. But as I'm looking at the board right now, only 2 or 3 people are rocking the 3 bars. So I think the connection, I'm going to give it a pretty even score right now.
And the down connection is actually on Team Virtue's side, and they are just they're dominating right now. I mean, it's a 50 point spread as it is. They do have control of that next hardpoint in top grannies. They do have control of that and just extending their lead even more with 7 minutes left on the clock already at 80. Sham here is going to be using the shotgun but gets taken out as he was stopping the clock from running up. FaZe finally has control of a hardpoint, and
a little bit
they better step it up.
Too late here. 30 seconds they let dwindle by there. They just were out of position, out of control. And Virtue, seems to be, the sleeper team really waking up here in the later part of this series. And speaking of which, I forgot to update the scoreboard, sir.
Oh, and I didn't even notice that. It is 2-1 in the map count here, guys, in favor of FaZe. Leading right now as they did win the first 2 maps, the CTF and Hardpoint, first on Yemen and then on Raid. And the S&D that we just saw there went into a notch for Virtue, and now they're stepping up here on a hardpoint, not wanting to repeat what happened on the first hardpoint.
They've completely changed their game and their pace. I'm excited to witness this because now we've got a real good match. They're coming back and they're putting FaZe back in their position. They're telling them, hey man, we're here to play as well. We just needed a couple minutes, and their gun skills on point. Right there, though, Folsom, big couple kills on that hard point, forcing the spawns back to the original. So that was a good play to buy them some more time.
Yeah, and if they do control this hard point completely, they will get, which they won't now. They will catch up to Virtue, and now Virtue being in control once again is going to extend their lead even more to about a 30. But Folsom is in the next hard point. As I say that, Bernie's going to take him out with that caster's curse that I put on him, my voodoo hoobadoobo on him, my turbo vert. I can't even come up with a good one for that one, man.
You're struggling. It's okay. Yeah. We'll forgive you.
But yeah, FaZe now just lost control of that exhaust using that cap. That cap, as he did get a three-piece,
He's good with it. You know what? He's good with it, so I'm going to give him credit. And he's holding it down for his team. He's making big plays for his team. And Alyssa, I just want to take a look at the scoreboard real quick to see exactly where he's at. 14 and 12, 7 captures, 6 defends. So he's not only getting the kills, but he's getting those objective kills as well. He's got all score streaks in the bag, in the pocket, waiting to be played. And now it looks like he's just trying to buy some contest points and just slow down the progression of the opposite team here from getting any sort of... well, no, he held them down a little bit, but I think he was just playing the contest.
I mean, yeah, Exhaust is doing pretty well, but if we look at secretly, Doc, 15 and 5... doesn't reflect what the team is doing at all.
No,
right now, to be honest with you.
Not at all. So what that tells me is he's getting the kills out of placement. He may be getting the kills, but they're not the kills where they need to be. You know, not getting the cutoffs, not getting the kills where, like, example, the one I just watched him get. You know, those are the kills you need to get. Stop the progression from the opposite team, coming off a spawn, and headed to your objective player inside the hard point. You know, hardpoint is a lot about containing the surrounding elements as well as your spawns, and that's where your big Slayer kills need to come into play.
Oh, Exhaust going in right now, trying to keep the tie from coming in, and that is going to be a tie now. That Team FaZe did catch up to them. Now they're only about 3 points away, and we do see Exhaust using that Hailstorm missile. Does not get any hit markers. Does get a hit marker, I'm sorry, but no kills as the hardpoint is about to switch over in about 5 seconds now. And he does have that lightning strike as well as a sentry gun in hand, so he's going to definitely pop it out here to secure their lead a little bit.
So it looks like FaZe tried to position themselves a little bit better for this top blue hardpoint hill, but they're having some troubles holding on to it inside the hill. And that seems to be the tale that FaZe has had so far in this map, especially where they get good control position, but they're not able to hold it down.
Yeah, they're really not, Doc. And we do see Folsom right here, just at the bottom of the blue. Gonna try and stop anybody from running in from the bottom. Do have one placement up top. There you see him get that kill off on Bernie there. Get that second kill off on Frankie. Now they have the lead, Doc. So definitely Virtue is shaking in their boots.
I wouldn't say they're shaking in their boots, but they're good. They're in really good shape now for the next one, bottom store, Hardpoint Hill. And the only thing they're going to have to worry about is the race for score streaks now. I'm going to see, or I'm going to call that we're going to see them start to be a little bit more played. The Hellstorm missile, the airstrikes, and the sentry guns that have been pocketed, especially for Virtue. And we'll see if those come into play on this next hill. This next hill is a huge hill, if you ask me. This is, traditionally where, the point spread is usually made or break.
Yeah, and we see it now going in favor of FaZe coming back shortly, and it's gonna. Nope.
Spoke
secretly.
Too soon.
Yeah, spoke too soon once again. There is about 30 seconds left on this clock. Left on the clock for this hard point here before it switches over to the middle. Now, if they do just contest it for a little while and get control of the next, the original hard point right off the bat, I think FaZe can win this one out.
It'll be interesting to see. They had no luck on the bottom store, and they've actually left it wide open. That was a silly play, just to leave your hard point. They could have got 15 more points there that at least I saw. And now they're struggling because they lost position on their anchor spawn. So now they've lost position on the backside for the second hard point that's going to pop after the middle hill here.
That Exhaust just using those caps, man, right there. But Folsom is going to take him out there. And now we are in a very, very close game here, guys. 1 minute 38 left on the clock. About a 6-point spread, 7-point. Now it's just going up and up for Team Virtue. As I say that, though, it's going to swap over. And, wow, this is going to be a very close game, Doc.
And here comes the pocket score streaks, just like I had mentioned before. And people were holding on to them, trying to make them useful on the last part or the last fight. And both teams are calling them out. FaZe, though, with a big 3-piece, that's going to buy them the much-needed time they need to bring this back. They got 203 to 193. This is going to make it very close and heavy, hard to get in there for Virtue.
Yeah, and Sham, though, is doing some good defensive work there. And he's got about, whoa, he's going to use that Hailstorm, I think, coming in, or the Lightning Strike coming in now. Going to take some out. That is going to stop the clock from running up for him. And now the hard point did switch over. Great positioning there by FaZe to get that next hard point in their hands and in their favor. They just have to play extremely defensive now.
I think that great positioning by their anchor secretly just single-handedly won them this hard point, which in turn won them the game. You know, all they got to do is buy time, get in there, and contest the points on the hill. There's big exchange going down in the middle part of this hard point.
That's game.
And that's game. So, wow, congratulations. You know, obviously calling it early because of the $100 Scuff Gaming gift card. You have 10 more seconds before I announce the winner. The click-to-tweet option is down below. Go ahead and click that out. That's going to give you an automatic entry in. And I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner here at 8:27 my time. No entering, Turbo.
Oh,
I see you. I see
my
you.
My finger was on
that.
the button, actually. My finger was on the button.
No, go ahead, Turbo. Go ahead, Turbo. I'm not gonna.
I don't need
it back.
I got a scuff already. Let's give it all to someone else who needs it. And $100 from a scuff, that can get you an amazing.
That'll get you a unit for sure.
Really? It's not even a coupon. It's a
coupon?
scuff.
Get a coupon.
A coupon? No, it is a scuff, guys, and if you haven't had a chance to play one, or if you don't know what it is, it's a fantastic custom controller that is MLG tournament legal. And what it does, it has brackets on the brackets, or they call them brackets, or
paddles
on the back side of it, so you can map them to be either A and B, or whatever else you want it to do. And it just allows such an easier play, as well as you have the trigger stops, which give you the ability to shoot a little bit faster. And then there's also the no slow turn joysticks that are on them as well. So it gives you a bit of an advantage, and it makes playing Call of Duty that much more fun and easier, especially when you don't have to worry about anything with controller issues, guys. So be sure to click the tweet.
All right, so can I get a drum roll, please? Please.
I'm done.
And I'm just scrolling through, and I'm gonna stop. Stop being on. Short and Fat.
Short and Fat, let's go.
Short and Fat has won himself a $100 Scuff Gaming gift card. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you ever so much for tuning into the Friday Night ProCast. And if you follow me on Twitter, I will DM you information on how to redeem said gift card. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. My name is HolidayDoc.
And I am Turbo, the Turbo Show.
The Turbo Show, and we are out of here. Thanks very much.